Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new series here on my channel. And this is the third attempt of creating a FIFA 19 career mode series, because I've been struggling with what team I should start with, because basically what I want this series to be is a live updating series, meaning that whatever team I am starting this career with, it doesn't mean I'm going to end with it. This is my managerial career. I was contemplating going to a lower league team in England and starting like there, but I don't know. I want to start midway. I want to be around like Europa League spot at the moment, and then obviously I want to be either getting a team I'm currently with into the Champions League and winning it that way, or moving to a club if I feel that I've done everything I can with the team I'm at. And obviously the team that I am going to be starting with is obviously in the title of the stream and episode. One thing I will say, this series is completely raw footage, meaning that it's all going to be streamed, so you guys can skip forward once it becomes a video. But yeah, the team that we are going to be starting this career is Villarreal CF, Club de Football Villarreal. There's a couple of reasons why I want to start with Villarreal over some other clubs, maybe in Spain, maybe in England and stuff. It's mainly because Villarreal are considered a small but successful team in Spain. And when I say small, they are actually quite a small club in stature, but whenever you look from the outside, you'd think, wow, they're a decent team. They in the last 5 years have done very well, and they've been at near the top of La Liga. They've been in Europe a few times. They've actually reached semi-finals of both Champions League and Europa League, or the UEFA Cup competition in Europe. But they've done fantastic. They've got a brilliant stadium, which is the Estadio de la Ceramica. Is that how you say it? It used to be called La Madrigal, but it got renamed when it got a bit developed, and I think it became under new ownership. And yeah, I just want to like just start with a team that's like decent, and it's a team that I want to do be on this on FIFA 19, because obviously with La Liga getting itself licensed within FIFA, there's a lot more stadiums that have been put onto the game, including Villarreal's. A lot more licensing means loads of game faces for players in the Spanish league, and it's just a chance to be a team that I haven't really been before. And looking at those kits, obviously our home kit is obviously the famous yellow kit. Like obviously Villarreal are nicknamed the Yellow Submarine, and obviously that's kind of a link to Liverpool, my team I support, because obviously Liverpool is well known for a lot of great culture, either that be sports, like obviously Liverpool and Everton in the city, or music. And obviously the biggest names to come out of Liverpool is the Beatles, and one of their famous songs is the Yellow Submarine. So I just thought, you know, there's a nice little link to that. It's a bit of a coincidence, because Villarreal are a team I've been looking at of doing one in the past. Obviously I've tried starting a series with both Valencia, which I thought that team is probably a bit too big at this stage for me starting my career there. Maybe it's a team that I'll consider going to in the future, and I decided against starting like properly doing one that I started with Newcastle, because even though Newcastle are a struggling team at present in real life, they are actually a huge statured team, and I think it's best for me to start abroad and then work my way towards getting to the Premier League. That is obviously one of my ambitions. I want to be conquering Europe in this series. I want to be conquering like the major countries, like obviously starting in Spain. I want to be winning La Liga title. I want to be conquering England and winning the Premier League title. I want to be going to Ligue 1 and like go to France and win the Ligue 1. I want to be going to Germany and winning Bundesliga. I want to be going to Italy and winning Serie A. All of these major countries I want to be dominating. I want to be like even more modern day Jose Mourinho. Obviously he has won the title in Spain with Real Madrid, he's won the title in England with Chelsea, and he's gone to Italy and won the title with Inter Milan, as well as won the Champions League with Inter Milan. It's just well, obviously I'm in Portugal where he started, and like he won the the Portuguese league, and he won the Champions League with Porto in 2004. I want to be doing stuff like that, and I think Villarreal is a good place to start. Like I said, they have actually been basically their status is they're a small club but yet successful, and I want to be carrying on that. So without further ado, I am going to be getting into this, and as you can see there, the club worth is only 325,000. If you like compare that to other teams, actually Athletic Bilbao are actually lesser, I think, because they're is it a Basque team or Basque team where they can only sign players from their like part of the country, I think it is. So I wouldn't be surprised about a bit less. But you look at Valencia a lot more. You look at Sevilla, they even more than that. Obviously, there are some like divides in La Liga because some of the small clubs, their budget's obviously £1.8 million. And compare that to like Real Madrid, who have got £165 million to spend, and their club worth is £3 billion. To be fair, I thought Betis would be worth a bit more, but because there are like financial struggles which are well documented throughout Spain, because there is kind of a divide. It's not like the Premier League where there's not a huge gap between the Premier League clubs because of the payments that they get, meaning that everyone can realistically spend money. It is more of a struggle in La Liga, but with that being said, obviously with the likes of Atletico Madrid, they're worth £1 billion, so I think Villarreal's a great place. I'm not going to gloss over the expectations just yet because I'm going to do that once we've set it up. But first thing that we have to do is make myself, and this is going to be obviously my manager, or starting my managerial career at Villarreal, being given a great opportunity by the board to come in and manage their team. So let's have a look at settings. We want it on world class because it gives, I think it's a good difficulty on this FIFA. It's a bit harder than last FIFA, meaning that there are going to be some games that I drop points, and it's just going to make it a bit more realistic to how it should be, instead of me just winning every game, winning the Champions League, Europa League, whatever the case may be with Villarreal. We play on 4 minutes halves, so we want to play as many games as we can. I want to stick to, for this first stream, it's just going to be transfer dealings and sorting out the club. Next episode is going to be the first 5 games of the season, and each episode I'm going to try and stick to about 5 games per stream. I just make it think that is just better. I'm going to stick with sterling as currency because of one specific reason. If I put it to euros, which obviously is the currency in Spain, it means I can't change it if I move, say, to England. So I don't want to be dealing with euros when I'm in England. Obviously there's going to be a few like European nations that I will go to that it is euros, but overall I know I stick to what I know, so I'm going to keep it as pounds sterling. Obviously we're going to have European competitions, and with that being said, if I press triangle, we're not in the Champions League unfortunately, but obviously we strive to be in the stellar competition that is the UEFA Champions League. But we actually are, and this is a first for me, I'm actually in the Europa League, and I haven't actually seen the presentation of the Europa League hit on FIFA 19. I've only seen Champions League by doing my Liverpool career, but this is the actual group that is in real life. We are going to be up against Steven Gerrard's Rangers team. We're going to have tough trips to Spartak Moscow, and we're going to be playing against the Austrian team Rapid Vienna. So it's a decent group. It's going to be very competitive, but we have to make sure that we can get through. I expect us to get through to the knockout stages, and then we could be facing the likes of the Giants or AC Milan. We could be facing against Arsenal. We could be facing against Chelsea. There's a few other teams in there that I wouldn't want to play. Plus also the third place teams from the Champions League groups will be joining us. So say with Group C, with Liverpool's group, it could be Liverpool, it could be Napoli, it could even be PSG that drop down. There are going to be a few teams like with this team. With this group, there's going to be one team. It could be Inter Milan that drop down. It could even be Spurs. We could be playing them. This group as well, there's one big team that's going to be dropping down. It's either Atletico Madrid, it's either Borussia Dortmund, or it's Monaco. So it's going to be interesting. But yeah, we're going to have it obviously enabled this season. Transfer window obviously enabled, and we're going to be using current squads. So now let's advance. And it says here, Jellis set to take Villarreal club de football by storm. and it's just basically saying that everyone should be optimistic with me. Like the appointment, I was trying to read that, but then it started telling me news about Douglas Costa's move from Juventus to Bayern Munich. But I'm really excited for this series, and yeah, it's just I found that if I did it with Newcastle, it would have been kind of the same as what I'm kind of used to from the last FIFA. I want something new, and because obviously Villarreal Stadium's on here now, obviously La Liga is a lot more licensed with game faces. It's going to be really good. I'm going to call it this save Ellis, because like I said, if I called it Villarreal, there's chances of I'll move in the future. Obviously, I don't want to use this club as a stepping stone. I want to be like progressing through my career as and when I think is right. I'm not going to just leave a club for leaving a club's sake, and because I see a club I'd prefer to be at. Obviously, I still have to earn the chance to go to a different club as well, so I have to be successful. Otherwise, I could get sacked. Who knows? Will this be the first time ever that I've been sacked on a FIFA career mode? I don't know. But anyways, just a rundown of the groups. Why are Brighton in there? I literally just saw that. Look, Group A, Brighton. Why are they there? I have no idea. We've got some news here for Villarreal. I'm guessing it's going to be a sign of that they've signed in the past. It's Gerard Moreno, which is actually one of the biggest names at the club, so that'll be interesting. And it's obviously going to show Ronaldo being unveiled in front of the Juventus fans after his move from Real Madrid. But anyway, let's get into the office and let's have a look at our new vision and expectations. So, youth development, I'm not really going to focus too heavily on this, even though it says it's a high priority. I think it's better to sign younger players, and it does say sign 3 players with potential over 75 to your youth squad, but I'd rather just sign them straight to my first team, so I'm not too focused on that. Brand exposure is medium priority, but it's sell out at least 90% attendance, at least 50% of your league home games. And if we're doing well and we're pushing towards the top of the league, then that should just happen naturally. Financial within 2 seasons increase the club worth. So winning trophies is definitely going to help with that, or obviously meeting expectations as well. So that's going to be good. Domestic success in La Liga Santander, it's finish within the top 4 and gain a UEFA Champions League place. That is my target anyway. Obviously, this is the only season I want to be in the Europa League. Give it a go. If we can win that, brilliant. And also in the Copa de España, which I think is the Copa del Rey, reached the round of 16 stage. I'm not going to focus too heavily on Cup. I think I'm going to use like a younger team, so then we've got our freshest team before playing on Thursday nights in the Europa League and playing the weekends in La Liga. So I'm going to be focused on, and continental success, it's actually to win the Europa League. Obviously, Spanish teams do actually have a fantastic record in this competition. Either that be Atletico Madrid a few seasons ago winning it a few times, more recently Sevilla winning it a few times under Unai Emery. So I want to make a name for myself. If we can keep on, if we can do well and win it, it's definitely a priority of mine to go as far as I can in this competition. But the board are backing me to win it, so that's always nice. So obviously they need to be backing me financially, so we're going to have a quick look at our budgets next and see exactly what we have to work with. We've got 46 million, which for a club like this is actually very good. I will say that, because obviously we saw with a few teams in La Liga, they have pitiful budgets and it would be tough to do much with them. But I think I can work with that. Obviously we can sell players, we can buy players and do a lot of stuff. So I think with that being said, the next thing I need to do is have a good look at my team and see what's happening. And I'm not going to make a specific rule, because there might be some like exemptions for that, but I want to try and stick with players that have got their game faces. So with Asensio, even though he's 84 rated, I'm happy to sell him and bring in my own keeper to like suffice. Because I just feel it makes it a lot more realistic, especially with this new licensing. I mean, there's a lot more game faces. I want to keep it. So with like someone like Andres Fernandez, I'm happy to keep him as a backup keeper because he's got his game face, and I think he would be a good backup keeper anyway. 76 rated is good, so I'm happy with that. Mario Gaspar is my first right back I'm looking at. 27 years of age, 80 rated. He has a release clause, which obviously I need to look at that, because in La Liga they are well known for having a release clause in their contract, so I need to look at that. Let's have a look at his attributes. He can play right back or centre back. He could be a good centre back actually. He could be actually a very good centre back. How tall is he? Let's go on status. No, not status. He's 6 foot, so he could actually be a decent centre back. I think I am actually going to try. I'm going to get rid of his release clause because Mario Gaspar, he is the captain of the club, and yeah, let's negotiate. One thing I have found: if you delegate renewal, it can actually put a like a new release clause in it, so it's better if I do it manually. He is going to be an important player for us, either playing right back or centre back, which is good. He's 27, so I'm going to give him a 4-year deal, make it run to the age of 31, which I'm happy with. This is the part that is most important. Disregard release clause, and it says that he actually wants less wages per week, which is good. Get rid of the clause, give him a bit of a signing on fee for re-signing with us, and that is fantastic. So now he has no release clause, he has a 4-year deal, absolutely brilliant. So the next player, this is just a youngster I'm just going to get rid of. I actually really do like the Joma style yellow kit. I think it is good, and the away kit is actually like a very vibrant pink, and we'll see how many times we'll use that this season, or how many seasons I stay here, but it'll be good. So we've got Leon. I think he's on loan. Oh no, he's just joined. I'm happy to keep him because this is a player that a couple of FIFAs ago was very good. He's got very good all-round stats actually. He is 30, so he's going to be a backup, but if you look at those positions, he can be right back, right mid, and left mid, which is fantastic. Nothing stands out too much from that, but I'm very happy with someone like that in my team. 5-star weak foot, so you can play both sides in defence or even in midfield, so that's pretty good. Let's go back to this. Those players out on loan. Riera, you can go, which is nice. Blanco, you can... Oh, you can't go, but I'll allow offers just in case they come. Alvaro, a pretty decent centre back. I think he's actually quite quick. Yes, he is. He is going to be a first choice centre back. How tall is he? He's only 6 foot as well, the same as Gaspar. But I'm happy with that. Again, he's got a release clause, and I don't want him to go, so I'm just going to offer him a new deal. I just think it's the best option at this stage. Even though if someone did come in for his release clause, it would be good money. I'd rather keep the players and move forward that way. So he is 28. I'm going to give him a 3-year deal, so it runs at up to the same age as Mario Gaspar's. Release clause, get rid of that, and we are going to offer him. I'm going to offer him 30k, so it's actually 1k less. Normally I do the 2k more strategy, but I thought, you know what, he seems like a loyal person to us. Alvaro is got on less wages now, and he's got really that release clause, which is fantastic. Victor Ruiz, let's have a look at you. You're 82 rated, which is decent. You're not very quick, that's the problem. I like to pride myself with quick wingers. He's worth 17 million, so I should be able to get quite a bit for Victor Ruiz. Funes Mori, I obviously know a bit about him because he is a Everton or ex-Everton scum. He has just joined. He has got a release clause. I'm just going to keep that on him because if anyone wants him, they can have him. But I'm actually quite happy to keep him. He hasn't got the worst stats ever for his position. Benera, on the other hand, I know at the age of 37, he's got acceleration like that in the 30s, and his stamina's like that, so his time is nearly up. We've got Juan Costa at left back. He looks like our first choice left back. He's got decent stats, so I'm happy to keep him. He's got no release clause, so that is good. And we've got a young left back. I think I do need a backup left back. I think probably another centre back, and I think no, right back's fine because we've got two and Gaspar and Leon. So now we're on to the midfielders. I'm actually going to get rid of this kid. He's on loan to us and he's only 6'4" rated. Javi Fuego, I think your time is up, mate. This guy can't go. Look, 2 34-year-olds in CDM. That's not what you want. This guy can go as well if it would let me, but I guess a few players did join Villarreal in this summer. We've got a Rabba, he can go as well. These haven't got faces. We've got Santi Cazorla. I'm not best thrilled by those attributes, but he is 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot still. He could come off the bench and make an impact. Obviously, he's back at the club where he was before Arsenal, so the fans obviously love him, so I'm happy to keep him. Tregorias, however you say it, he is worth a lot of money, and looking at his stats, it's nothing too special. So if I could cash in him and get about 30 mil, I'd be very happy with that. Morales, you can go. Bruno, you can go just because of your age. You're 34, so yet another central midfielder. Not great stats that can go. Roberto Soriano, I do actually know a bit about you, and I'm tempted to bring you back if need be, but I'm not going to bring you back just yet. Chirichev had a very good World Cup with Russia, but I'm happy to keep him out on loan at Valencia. Pedraza, actually, let's have a look at. You're 22, but you look 42, mate. You're 6 foot. You're not great. I'm happy to list you up and see what we can get. Funels, I've already had a look at on FIFA, and for his stats, it's not that impressive. He is 22 though, which is like, obviously quite tempting, but he is 21 mil, so I'm happy to get rid of. I'm not really going to be playing a cam, so definitely something to look at. Toko Akambi has just joined, so I can't do much about it. So is Gerard Moreno, who has just joined. His stats are okay, but I am still going to be looking to bring in another striker as well to play like the number 9 role. But we do actually have decent options at striker in this team. We've got Sansone, who doesn't have his game face, so I'm not looking to get him. But Carlos Bacca has also just joined, and because they've added his game phase, he is a very tempting player to keep. So I might keep him and keep 3 strikers. I've got Gerard Moreno, I've got Bacca, and I'm tempted to bring in one other new player. But yeah, that is the squad as we know. I'm not going to sort out the lineup just yet because obviously it is probably going to change. But our wage budget has gone slightly up. Obviously our transport has gone slightly down because we got rid of that player that we had on loan. So now we need to start looking at what sort of players we do want, and obviously the first position I do want is a brand new goalkeeper, and I kind of do have an idea of who I'd want, but I'm obviously going to have a bit of a look at it. And the player that I was thinking of originally, he is from La Liga, and specifically he is from Real Sociedad, and that is Rulli, who is a player that has got his new game face. So I'm looking at, he's at a good age of 26. So I'm not really going to look too much further than that, because I think he is my choice. He is my player of choice. Where we to get him even. So let's have a look, see if we can find a decent left back that we can bring in. We've got obviously Jose Guy, who is a player that I really do like on FIFA. Lucas Hernandez I'm not really interested in. See, any of these could have game faces, but I don't really know much about them as players. So I think I'm going to have a look in the Premier League as well, just so see if I can actually. Let's have a look in. I have a feeling that we could find someone decent in Serie A. I can't remember if there's any good ones that I'd like. Asamaro's joined Inter. I didn't actually know that from Juventus. Who else have we got in here that I could potentially look at? Ricardo Rodriguez actually wouldn't be a bad player because he's got okay stats and I think he would do well. David Santon could be a decent player as well. He's got release scores of 9.3, so that's not too bad. I think he's moved from Inter to Roma, which is decent. You know, I'm happy with those 3. Actually, no, we'll have a quick look in the Premier League as well. I want to kind of stay away from signing English or British players, but obviously we've seen with the likes of Jadon Sancho that it can be a big hit. So maybe one player I could try and sign. Marcos Alonso, I think he would just be a bit too much. I can have a look at him though and see if he's anything that I might look at. Darmian, he's only got 12 months left of his contract. That could be a bit of a good player. It might be a bit cheaper because of a result of that. Alberto Moreno, I'm not going to look at, even though he's Spanish and he would fit the bill. I'm happy to look elsewhere as far as that is concerned, and I'm going to actually have a look at Van Aanholt. I think he could be a very good option were we to get him. So another position we kind of need is a centre back, and I don't know in the Premier League if there's any that really would catch my eye, that are not British at least. It'd be nice to try and find someone that would be fit the bill, because like if it was with like someone like Newcastle, I would sign like Joe Gomez or something, but we'll have a look. Oh, Cabaselli, actually. Cabaselli is a decent option. I think I'm happy with that. Maybe Ogbonna at a push. We'll have a look at him. Yeah, I'm happy just to keep it like that for now. I'm not too. Oh, actually, there is a player. I wonder if he would be available for a decent price, and that's Juan Jesus or Juan Jesus. He's still at Roma, which is good. So he might still be worth quite not that much actually. So that's good. Positions that I also need definitely is like a CDM role, which we need someone that's got good. Got good stamina. Because one thing I looked at, oh god, I just looked through all leagues. One thing I noticed is there's quite a few centre mids that I'm trying to get rid of, and there's none that I really want to keep. But there is one option that I just really want, and that is Wilfred Ndidi. I think that he would be awesome at 21 years old. He would be fantastic. Actually, another player that I do actually want to look at from Leicester, who is just above him, is Mendy. I've never really looked at him, and he could be a good option. And then there actually is another centre mid that I am really interested in signing, because I know he's quite cheap and he's still quite young, and that is Renato Sanchez. Obviously, he's been tipped a few seasons ago for being the European Golden Boy, but unfortunately, he didn't get that. And since then, it hasn't gone too well for him, and he's down to his a 75 rated, but he's still only 20. 86 stamina is fantastic. So we kind of need like maybe one other option in midfield, but I'll have a quick look for centre mids in La Liga. So we can try and find someone. I think, oh no, Granera's been there a year. I know he's 30 years of age, but he could be a decent option. I'm not too sure. Kondogbe would be sick, but he's too expensive for what I am looking for. So, anyone else? I don't know. No one stands out for me. But anyway, let's move on to like the left mid position. And there is one specifically I do want. I've used him once before, and he was absolutely brilliant for me. He is actually 30 years old at the moment, and he actually does go to 31 fairly soon. So it is a bit of a risk, but I'm happy to look at him. Christian Teo, he's been a year now. I would be happy to have a look at him at least. Then we have. I need like maybe a right mid. So let's have a look at right mids in La Liga. Bangora, it looks quite cheap. Correa, he looks quite expensive. Joaquin is still playing. That's incredible. What a legend he is. Navas. Solar is a bit expensive. Fran Torres. I don't know. I'll keep on looking on that front. Right wings, got Aspas that we could have a look at. Obviously, he's done very well since joining back in La Liga from Liverpool. Got Vasquez, who's a good option, 90 stamina. I'll have a look at him, see if I can claw him away from the claws of Real Madrid. Couldn't get my words out then, sorry. Monain could be a good. Actually, to be fair, Monain's release clause, that does not bode well for me. But yeah, we'll also look at strikers, and there's a couple of strikers in here that I am intrigued by, but one of them I would probably use on the wing more. Let's have a look. I don't want to go past where are they? I need to just think of their names. Munir is one from Barcelona, and the other is Sanabria. This is a player that I am very much interested in. I'd love to have Andre Silva, but he's on loan at Sevilla. Even if he just joined permanently, we wouldn't be able to sign him, so oh well. And I think that'll do for a list so far, so we can have a look at those and get them scouting. But we'll have a quick glossary. So goalkeeper, Rulli is the player that I would like. He's already been fully scouted, so I could actually go in for him. 18.8 to 27 mil. Obviously, I don't have too much budget, so I need to be very careful. I need to sell a couple of players. Got Ricardo Rodriguez, only 80 rated, but yet still a lot of money. So it's definitely an interesting one there. Got Gaia, who has a high release clause, but hopefully we can have a look at him. Got Davide Santon, who has a low release clause, but maybe he might not be that good. Alonso, we've got Darmian in there. We've got a few left backs to choose from. We've got Cabaselli and Albona and Juan Jesus as backup centre back options. Got Ndidi, who I'm definitely looking forward to looking at. We've got Mendy, who I'm going to have a quick look at, see what he's like. And then obviously Renato Sanchez. Got Granero in there, just to see what his stats are like once he gets scouted. Got Morales and Teo for the left wing. Got Bangor, does he have his face? No, he doesn't, so I'm just going to get rid of him. Anyone that doesn't have their face, I'm not going to really look towards signing. Got Aspas and Vasquez. Vasquez is a lot of money, but if we could offer a player in return, I would be tempted by him. I've got Munain, got Munir, and we've got Sanabria, so it is good. So these are definitely players that I'm going to be looking at. So before we start progressing so we can get those scout reports, I do want to do a spot of training. So these are going to be 5 players that I'm going to be trying to get even better. So for now, I'd actually say Moreno I can work on. 26, he's still got room for manoeuvre. Actually, this is the 22-year-old winger that I want to sell, but if I can get him up so it increases value, then brilliant. Funals, I might as well try and get a bit better already because I'm looking to sell him as well. Who else? They're not blessed with young players, to be honest. Not blessed with young players at all. Might as well put Sansone in there, another striker that I want to be keeping, and we'll put this youngster in there. For now, obviously, we're going to be bringing in players that they're going to be focused on training, but for now, we might as well train someone up and try and get some better. But now we can start to advance a bit, and yeah, we might as well wait for some scout reports. I don't know who to prioritise right now. It is obviously going to be quite tricky because I want bids to come in as soon as possible. Got Mendy's coming. I think Ndidi is probably my priority signing because midfield is probably the area that I want to strengthen most. Santon's coming. We've got a bid for Costa of 9.1 mil. Juan Costa is my left back. I am not actually looking to sell my left back, so I'm going to reject that. There's interest shown in Gaia from Bayern for 16.3 mil. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to miss out on him. We've got a scout report also for Morales. But yeah, while we've got Ndidi's, I want to make sure that he is the player that I want. So, because if we look at his stats, he's only 80 rated, but that's fine. It means that he's got room to grow. 92 stamina, and he's quite quick as well. So, this guy is my priority, so I'm going to try and bring down the price as much as I can, so it is going to be key that I try to do that. So what players can I offer in return? I am kind of wanting to offer backer in return. Okay, so they're looking for a winger, centre mid or a centre back. Okay, so what player was I trying to get? Was it Victor Ruiz I was trying to sell? Alvaro is the one I was trying to keep, so I could try offer Victor Ruiz, who is 17 mil. That's an option. Wingers, I haven't really got many that I can offer. Rabah, I could offer. What about midfielders? Okay, so Tragoras is worth too much, so I'm not going to do that. Bruno is a good option to offer. So looking for about 20 mil. I'm going to try and bring that down towards 15 if I can. I'd be happy with like 15 mil because we've still got to take into consideration wages. Okay, that's not a bad starting negotiation. Maybe 16 mil. 16 mil, I'll bite your hand off, Powell. Thank you. Obviously, it's nice to do business with Leicester, and this is a good opportunity to obviously pay respects to the Leicester owner who, definitely unfortunately, but tragically died in a helicopter crash last Saturday evening after leaving the King Power Stadium. Rest in peace to all 5 passengers that died in that tragedy, and thoughts go out to all the friends and family of those involved. But anyway, we need to move on. He is going to be a crucial player for us. I want him to join the Yellow Submarines. His wages actually are not bad at all, actually, so that's good. No release clause. No release clause. There's no way I'm selling him for just 40 mil. Okay, so he wants very low wages. Okay, he's on 24.5k. I don't know how, but I am thankful for that, which is fantastic. Right, Santon's thing has come back. He's worth 5.5 mil. He's not very quick, but he could be a backup. Could be a bit too much for Alonso. Darmian's not worth much, is he? Darmian's not worth much at all. Neither's Van Aanholt, actually, and he's quicker. He's got good stats. Oh, Cavaselli's worth a bit more than I remember. Definitely one interesting. Juan Jesus is about what I expected. Got decent stats, so one to look at. I think I want to sign Renato Sanchez straight away as well, because I think, like I said, midfield is crucial for me to get that right, and I'm very happy to try and pursue that. So I'm gonna offer Sanson about the same price. Didn't want a striker, no, don't want fullback, winger, or midfielder. So fullbacks. I don't think we've got any that we want to offer, is there? None that are worth anything. Wingers. So we could offer Pedreza, but I think I could get a decent bid in for him. Actually, is he one I could sell? I think I'm going to offer Rabba. Oh, no. He's not looking for that. Other player then. Pedreza. No? Okay. Okay, so is there any more wingers? No. Let's try midfielders then. I'm kind of tempted to offer Santi, and I think it would work out quite well. Give him a chance to go to Bayern Munich. That would be nice. I think that would be nice for him. But anyway, let's offer that. Okay, let's see if we can get it about... I don't think I'd go over 6 mil, but I'd prefer it around 5 mil. Okay, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 5 mil I will take. If I can, I think I need to next go for Rulli. Nail down a good goalkeeper for the season. I think that would be good. So I want him to be rotation, but I'd happy accept him to be important, but he's happy to accept rotation. 5-year deal. He's only 20 years old, which would be nice. Get rid of that. And now wages, I am going to go 35k, because we saw Ndidi go down and we saw Alvaro go down. Happy to go down just a K, but it's nice. Right, next one I do want to go for is Rulli. I'm trying to get deals done fairly quickly in this, because well, first of all, I know who I want, which is good. We might as well try off a keeper in part exchange. Actually, no, maybe not. Maybe a midfielder. Maybe no, not Ndidi. Actually, we'll try off a backer again. It's around the same sort of price. What they're looking for: midfielder, fullback, or centre back. Okay, so we'll just look at midfielders first. Actually, maybe not. Centre backs. Am I happy to offer Victor Ruiz? Maybe Funes Mori. I'm happy maybe to offer Funes Mori, to be honest. 20 mil. It'd only leave me with 4 mil left. We have decent wages though. I want to get that right down. I'm gonna start like 12 mil. I'm gonna be cheeky with this one. It's still over half, so that's all right. So right, they're standing firm around 20 mil. So I'm just going to keep crawling up until they break. I'm trying to like crack them, because this guy he's not worth 20 mil. He's not worth 27 mil altogether. At the moment, this is still like worth pretty much 21 mil. Okay, they need to talk about. I'm hoping around 15 mil we can come to a deal, because otherwise it's going to be very tough to like work around that. But I'm happy with the 2 deals that we've done so far. We need some bids in for our like ticket players, which are like I've forgotten a few names, not gonna lie. But anyway, it looks like we've got a new snippet here on the right hand side, and it's us signing Ndidi. I need to sort the squad numbers at some point, but we can do that at some stage. So the first thing we need to do now is just start looking towards bringing these guys into the probably more defensively work on for Ndidi, and also for Sanchez we need to just bring in. So like these are 2 young players that are going to be so good for us. I want you know what, that one's fine. So yeah, let's start getting them back, because they're around 80 and 75. They both should be 81 and 76 sooner rather than later, which is good. You know what, I might as well sort out squad numbers now of those players. Both central midfielders, which is good. And Ndidi, I don't know what number I would want in Ndidi. See what numbers are available. I kind of like the number 14 for him. Like Chagores at the moment he's still here, but I'm looking to get rid of him. I'm happy to give Ndidi number 14, and I want to. Do I give Sanchez number 8? Number 8 would be pretty good, and Funals. Like these are 2 players that I could get a lot of money for if they leave. So I'm happy to have them like leave, but I just need bids for them. Rabba, did I need to remember, did I list him? Oh, I did, because he's got no face. Arsenal want him? That is fine. Okay, they're still standing firm at 20 mil for Rulli. That is a bit of an issue, especially with Funes and not Mori. I'd probably accept 20 mil without Mori, but it's hard to justify spending that much with him. Okay, 15 mil, I did say I'd accept. That is fine. So we need to bring him. He's still at a very good age. He can still get a lot better. 26 years of age, 21 years old. We still need to get rid of Asensio. I'm going to put him as important. He would want... I'm happy to keep him crucial, actually, thinking about it. His wages are actually fantastic at the moment. I want to give him a 5-year deal, so it runs up to the age of 31, which is fantastic. Even then, like, he could still be in good nick. And then let's make sure that he signs. I'm happy to give him the same wages as he had at Sociedad, because we get the wages from Funes Mori, and we have brought in a brand new keeper, and we are making strides right now. Obviously we're making some strides. I think the next port of call is definitely getting forwards. I want to give Rulli number 1. Asensio needs to leave. We need bids in. Otherwise, like, I'm going to be forced to play these guys. Maybe I shouldn't have changed their squad numbers until after they'd left, because like if I'm stuck with them, then like I need to give them good numbers again. But we have probably, these are the remaining scout reports, which is good. We've got a bid for Costa. Is Costa good? Is he worth a bit? He's worth a bit. Juan Costa. Oh, he's my left back. I'm just going to block that offer so I shouldn't get any more bids for Costa. I was thinking, I'm getting bids for players that I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell. Alvaro, again, this is a player that I'm not looking to sell. He is a starting centre-back. We'll keep on looking though. We'll keep on going. Right, Rabra has been sold to Arsenal, which is good. Gonzalez, I think, is just a youngster. I think this is a youngster. Still got that problem on FIFA where it's just hard to... Oh, of course, we get a bid for a goalkeeper that I'm looking to keep. That makes a lot of sense. I'm going to reject it. I'm going to stand firm. I know it's a bit of money that it could be going into buying new players, but I'm standing firm. How much money do we have? Out of curiosity, we have 16 mil plus 100k wages. So the player that I do want, actually, there's obviously two players that I do really want. Actually, let's look at Teo. Teo's still worth quite a bit, you know. Still quick though, still quick, and I like that. But Morales I want to look at. For sure, and Sanabria is the other one that I want for sure. I think I might be able to get the Sanabria deal over the line, just like if I can exchange someone. I'd like to think they'd want a striker in return, and because he's worth 15.5 mil, I'm happy to like. Thank God, that is brilliant, because this is a player I'm not going to use. And I'm happy to spend a bit of money added on to get this deal over the line, because Sanabria is probably one of my main targets up front. Even though we have Gerard Moreno, even though we have Bacca, I am very happy with this deal if this goes through. 6 mil plus a player I'm not going to use. That's honestly fine. I'm very happy with that. 22 years of age as well, so it's another very young player. I'm bringing that average age of the club down, which to revolutionise I want to like bring that down. It means that everyone's more fresh and stuff. So how many seasons do I want to sign for? 5 years would be fantastic. This guy knows it makes sense. He's going to be playing in Europe with us. Deny release clause. I do not want a release clause. And let's get down to the money side. I am happy to give him 25 grand straight away, because we've still got 100k wages. Absolutely brilliant. Bish bash bosh. Fantastic. So now I wonder, because I've got about 10 mil spare, I wonder if I can just go for Morales. This is one of my main targets on the wing. Obviously we still need to look for the other side, but I'm very happy if this guy goes in. Look, this guy gets in. I'm happy again to offer a striker, because I've got options. They're looking for a goalkeeper, fullback, or centre back. Okay, so they're looking for something defensively. If like Asensio was a bit less, I would just offer him straight up and then and there. It's probably going to be a centre back. Victor Ruiz, I don't really want to offer. I need someone to bring it down though. Do I offer a worse keeper? Do I offer Asensio when I want to keep these fullbacks? The only one I can think of is offering a keeper. Offer on Barbosa? Nope. What about the keeper that we've had a bid for? 17 mil plus him. I can't really do it, can I? I would for a 10 mil. Actually, I can probably still do that. I've got 77k wages. Let's try and get that down to 11 mil plus this keeper. I'll just keep the other keeper as backup. Don't really matter if he doesn't have a face. Right, 12 mil and a keeper. You've got a deal, because this guy is 30. We've got to remember, but we should be able to see this over the line. Morales is a player that I've used a bit, and he is a very good winger. Like, he might only be good for a season, maybe 2 seasons, but we can, at the end of the season, we'll evaluate, see where he is. If he's not up to scratch, we'll sell him on, because we'll try and recoup some of the money. But for now, I'm very happy with this. We'll give him a 3-year deal, which I think is about right for a player like this. I like that I'm doing deals in La Liga. It wouldn't be that good if I wasn't doing that, but I am happy that I'm doing, like, buying players that know the league and stuff. So it's new players that I haven't really used much, and it's good. Right, I think we're at the stage now. Well, once I've done the squad numbers for both Sanabria and... See, I want to give Sanabria number 9, but Bacca's there. And Bacca's not likely to leave. You know what? I'm going to give Sanabria number 9, and I'm going to give Bacca, which I saw 19 was available at the start, but Funels is taking it at the moment. Morales, do I want to give you number... So our left back is 11. Who's number 3 then? Alvaro. Oh, okay. Who's number 12? Chagoras. I'm happy to leave him as number 17, honestly. Actually, who's number 10? Sansone. Oh, I'm happy to give you number 10 then. There we go. I think that's good. Right, let's actually start looking at the lineup, and it's an interesting one because we've got Moreno's 83 rated. Right, starting with the goalkeeper, we obviously want to be putting in Rolly. I didn't see him then. Right back we've got Gaspar, centre backs Alvaro and Ruiz at the moment, but I'm not too thrilled with that. Actually, we can start Leon until we get another centre back. Put Gaspar at right centre back, Alvaro at left centre back. I've got Costa at left back. Then centre mid we've got Ndidi, and then we've got. Actually, Funels can probably stay in, or Chagoras. Which one's most likely to stay right now? Obviously, I'll just take one out, and we should put in Sanchez. We want to put Morales on the left. Sanabria is starting on the right for some reason. There's not too much between, like finishing 83. Finishing 81. I'd like to fit both of them in somehow, but who's quicker? 77 and 80. 77, 79. Oh, I want to start Sanabria really, but Moreno looks like he is going to start for now. I need a winger then. Pedraza potentially then. Right, I need to sort out the bench. Barbosa, Ruiz, Chagoras. Back on the bench. We still need a few players. We need another winger for sure. We need a. Maybe we need another midfield. Maybe 2 midfielders and a winger. And then I'd be satisfied. But we need players to sell. Okay, stop that. Now we need to go into training. I'm just going to set it up brand new. So we've got Sanabria. We have Morales won't. Got Ndidi. We've got Sanchez. We've got Pedraza right now. Pedraza. And I think the last one I'm going to put in for now is Rulli. Just see if we can get him a bit better. It's a good week for Sanchez and Ndidi, but less so for Sanabria. Right. We just need bids in. Just get those bids in for players I want to get rid of, because then I can revamp my team. Barbosa. Oh my god, of course it's the backup keeper. I'm still going to sell him because at the moment it looks like Asensio is going to stay. If Asensio goes, then I can just bring in like a backup, a new keeper. Oh, we can do another week's of training. See, this is the point where we just need bids in. I just need, like, there's some of the best players at the club that I'm trying to sell, and yet, like, right now, I'd be happy to keep Chagoras and Funel because they've got their game faces. Obviously, I'd need to work around it. Like a bid for Gaspar, no. It said I could get up to. Sociedad want Munir, who was actually a target of mine. I have no money, do I? I have 2 mil. Chelsea have signed Rugani. That's an interesting one. You're not going to sell, mate, so there's no point in accepting. Right. That's a decent week of training. I'm happy with that. Sanchez has now gone up to a 76 rated, which is good. If we can get Sanabria to an 80 rated before the start of the season, that would be nice. It's not fully needed just yet. Bid for Pedraza. You know what? I'm happy just to accept that. Quinty. I'm just going to block it because you're not going to leave. You're not going to leave. If I had more money, I'd just release you. Bid for... It's going to be a crappy player. I need bids for good players. But with Pedraza leaving, I need a winger. Bid for Asensio, finally. Something good. Up to 42 mil. Are you mad? To be fair, that's fantastic though. Right. Right, grazie. You know he's a good keeper. You know he is a good keeper. Grazie. But now we just need him to leave. To be fair, he would be a very good keeper for Watford. I think Grazia knows that, like, they could be onto something here. Oh, I thought it was a better player. But it's another, like, backup centre mid that I'm not going to be using. I do need another, like, centre mid, and I have an idea of who I'd want. It's just about trying to go. Oh, indeed, he's actually gone up to an 81. He must have just done that, like, naturally, in between training sessions. Asensio is sold. Brilliant. So we have a decent bit of money. I need a winger and a centre mid for now. So, do I go for Vasquez? Vasquez is a good option to have. Right. Because it looks like... Oh, no, Money is still there. It got rejected. Money is a decent option on the right wing. Vasquez is decent also. I kind of want Vasquez. Vasquez would be good because with that 90 stamina, he would actually be very nice. If there's a player I could offer in return, that would be nice also. So these two are staying. Backer. Fingers crossed, and it's worked. Absolutely brilliant. Right. I want that about 13 mil. Ooh, this could work out quite nicely. So it's 28 mil altogether, but like Vasquez is worth 24. So overall, I think deal-wise, that is good. And Vasquez, because of that 90 stamina, will be my first choice, and he is like good enough to be my first choice. He's 83 rated. He is a crucial player for us, and I think he knows that he's guaranteed football here with me. Whereas with Real Madrid, even though it's a powerhouse, he knows he's just not going to be playing regular football. So, with that being said, it's good. But wages-wise, he's on 175k, but he wants only 115. He's taken a big pay cut to come here, but he knows this is where he should be. But actually, let's have a look at Mendy's stats. I haven't looked at them. And he's not actually as good as I thought. No wonder he's that cheap. Granero is bad. Right, I could go for Munir, but I think I need a centre mid. I like a starting centre mid, and the one I am going to be looking at is Doucouré. I know it's another like defence. Oh, he's just joined West Ham. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Who do I go for? What about someone like Lanzini? Well, why not Lanzini? He's been approached by PSG. Oh, okay. What other centre mids can I think of? Let's have a look in Premier League. I'd rather him like more attacking, if possible. But I want someone that's got like something about them, a bit of like. When I say something a bit about him, it's normally stamina. God, Fabregas, what happened to your stamina? Okay. Someone like Herrera would be good, but I just don't like Herrera, so it wouldn't be that good. Ooh, Lamina. This is a player I like. Ruben Neves doesn't have his face. That's such a shame. They missed out on that. Ooh, Andres Pereira. Anyone else catch my eye? I don't think so. Actually, let's have a look at Marcus van Ginkel. Not Marcus. My bad. Let's have a bit of a look at him. But yeah, I think we've found some decent players. Pereira obviously knows the league. He was at Valencia on loan last season. Lamina probably would be my first choice. I just think he would be good. We'll have to wait on him though, but I'm happy to do so. But yeah, we're building a team right now. Our front six is all going to be new, which is nice. Victor Ruiz, that's the one I want to get rid of. Good. 16 mil. I kind of want to get about 20 mil for a year. I do need another centre back. I still need a backup left back. I need a backup keeper now. Jurgen, me and you need to form a connection. You're Don. I love you. Well, I love Jurgen anyway. He's sick, but yeah. All right. Interesting guy. There's always going to be interesting guy. So Molana's is, ooh, bid for Trigoras. 49 mil I can go up to. See, this is where we're starting to get bids. Fantastic. Okay, Unai. Let's see how good you are. 40. You know what? I'm gonna go 45 mil. So it's dropped off of what it could be. Everyone's so nice. Everyone's so nice to me. And just showing him Mendy. Mendy would be a good little backup player, but I don't know. Bringing in 2 centre mids from Leicester, I'm not too sure about that. Let's just do. Is this? I still, well, because Backer's now gone. I'm on the lookout for a backup striker, and Munir would be good because he could be a backup winger as well. So I'm definitely going to consider players like. Oh, we're actually approaching the Sociedad game. Oh, we've got a scout report on Lamina, so that's good. That is good. So Lanzini's scout report. Trigoras is now sold. We've got a bid in for Sansone as well. We're starting to get bids in for players, which is good. So Ruiz is sold as well. Our backup, our backup centre back. So we do need to bring in someone now. So, but we are on game day, but we are going to splash the cash, to bring in who we want. Cavaselli is a good option. Tempting. Let's get the main ones first. Lamina. Let's have a look at you quickly. Yeah, I'm honestly happy to bring in someone like Lamina. I could potentially bring in 2 centre mids because Trigoras is sold as well. We've got 85 mil. Wow. Sansone, I know we've got in a bid for you, but okay, that's disappointing. It's a lot of money plus Sansone. Okay, that's a bit better. I'd rather it's still about 8.5 mil though, and then I'll just accept, because bringing in these players, we've got plenty of money to. Mark, man, everyone else is so nice, and they've been buying players and they've been going to those teams and stuff, but for you, you always want to grab just a bit more money, don't you? But the main thing is, Mario is here and he is set to sign. I do have some reservations about Lamina as a starter, because I do have an idea of someone I'd love to bring in if given a chance to. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna give you 40 mil, and you're gonna say yes, and you're going to play your part for me. But yeah, I am gonna quickly just look at a player. It is another player from a team. I've already signed a player. But this is a player that I absolutely adore on FIFA, and that is Mr. Corentin Tolisso. 87 stamina, so he is got the same sort of stamina as Sanchez. We've got Ndidi with 90 plus. We've got Vasquez on the right wing with 90 plus as well. So it's all good. I'm still potentially looking at some other players, but Tolisso for me would be the perfect centre mid to put in my team. I am aware that I don't have many players left to offer. Funels I could. You know what, Funels I am going to. Yes. Yes. Let's bring that money right down. So let's have it about 25. I would go up to 30. I would go up to 30. I don't need to go to 30. To be fair, that overall that deal was worth what, 46 mil. So that's fine. Crucial, obviously. He's 83 rated. Are you joking? 5 years. Deal. I knew you were going to say the release because it was going too well. Alright. you know what, this guy deserves 80. This guy, he does, like, simple as. 8k, beautiful. Right. It means I've got a backup centre mid in Lamina now. I need a centre back, which I want to just get Juan Jesus because he's a cheap option. And he can play backup left back as well. But I do kind of need a left back as well, so. What deal would you like to pursue? What centre backs have we got to offer? Banera. I'm not going to use you. Let's get that down to about 6. 6.6. You know what? That's acceptable. That's acceptable. We've still got 40 mil to spend. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. I'm tempted to look at someone like Lanzini. No, actually no. Teo and Munir should be options. Rotation, preferably. Important, really? Means I can push Gaspar back out. Actually, no, I think I might use Gaspar as a centre back. I don't know. I don't know. Good wages. Good wages. Still good wages. Still got 42 mil to spend. We are bringing in players from Asla. I'm tempted to go for someone like Cavaselli. I am going to. And have him as a starter. I'm bringing in a whole new team, pretty much. Okay, so at the moment we've only got 2 starting centre backs, so that's why I'd need him. Let's try and get rid of someone like you before we go. Striker, centre back, or winger. As Pedraza still there. I'm happy to offer 9 for 9. 6. You know what? 6 mil. It means overall it's 15 mil. It's all good. And Cavaselli is a good age. He's a good player. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. I think, like, even though I'm signing a lot of players, I still think next season we'll still need a few more because this team, this squad isn't too big. It means that quite a few will have to, like, not be fully fit to play games, but I'm happy with that as long as I have my players. Let's go 45k wages. Still got about 35 mil, which is crazy still. Still means I can get a left back. Okay, Gaia has finally left and he's gone to Roma. I'm tempted by Rodriguez. It looks, ooh, Damian's gone there, nice. But that means Hanahano can leave if he wants. But yeah, I'm tempted by Teo and Munir. Lanzini has gone to PSG. Fair play to him, honestly, fair play. There's Pereira still I could get. There's a few players I could just get. Right, Teo I want to use. Teo is just a quick winger. That's what we need. And like with Morales, who is a very good player, I just think we need a backup to him. You know what? He's worth 14 mil. I need to probably offer someone. I don't know if I've got anyone that's like offerable. This guy, whoever it is, striker, midfielder, or position. You know what? I'm just gonna offer money. I'm just gonna offer what he's worth and see what they want. I think they're gonna say 21 or something. Oh my god! Well done to you, guy. You're like you're being realistic with me. Oh, okay. 16 mil, and you've got yourself a deal, and I will keep it quiet about you and this mistress. Of course you're gonna accept that. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy. I just made that up, by the way. I don't know who that guy is. He's one of my manager colleagues, I think. So a lot of people are investing in the yellow submarines. That's good, because if there's failure, they all go down together. Which like, that sounds bad, but it is honestly true. Like, everyone's like in the same boat now. Oh, in the same submarine. Okay. And we're all like working together for the same common goal. Munir is next. These are just players that I think overall will be the future of Villarreal Club de Football. Simple as that. Transfer offer. We're just going to offer 10 mil. You know what? I'm like saying, you just take it. Just take it. Thank you. Just take it. We've got the money, so why not? All we need really now is a backup left back. And Fernando is good, but I kind of want to keep Costa as my like starter. Are you really saying that you're going to be... The thing, one thing I hate about Munir is his wages. Compared to a lot of players in this league, that is ridiculous. But if he scores goals, if he plays his part as a backup winger, I am happy to give him like 60k wages. And to be fair, we only have 4 mil left, so honestly right now I'm happy to say this is my like deal's done. I need to sort out squad numbers desperately. So we are going to do that. So right, let's go down the list of our players. Cabaselli, you can be number 6. I'm happy about that. Hayes is number 4. That's fine. We've got Ndidi's fine. Lamina 15. I don't know. 15 good? Yeah, 15's fine, to be honest. Tolisso I actually do want as number 8 now. I kind of want Ndidi to be number 16 now. And I want Sanchez to be number 14. Yeah, I kind of like that. Teo I want as number 17. Who's number 11? Costa. Yeah, I want Teo as number 17. I want Vasquez as number 11. Costa can be number 12, not 13. What about 22? There we go. That's a good number. Then who else we got? Got Munir. Munir is number 19. I'm pretty happy with that. Right. So now let's sort out our starting lineup. So we do have... See, look, we don't have the biggest team ever. So it's going to be important to rotate and stuff. Leon, you come out. Gaspar, you go back to right back. Cavaselli and Alvaro Costa. We want Ndidi there. We want Sanchez and Tolisso swapped. We want Morales on the left. We want Moreno up top, and then we want Vasquez there. We want Sanabria and Munir there. We want Teo there. We want you there. We want Lamina there. Ideally, we could have had another... We don't have a backup goalkeeper. Shit. Oh no. Right. I'll be back. Okay. We need just a cheap keeper. Right. Goalkeepers with release clause in La Liga. 28, no. See, some of these I could afford. you could be good. 6'1" though isn't that great. Any more? To be fair, Diego Lopez wouldn't be a bad one to get. Moya's a bit expensive. Oh yeah, All Black, just 127 mil. Why not? No, Diego Lopez, I know he's old as hell, but he could be good. Yeah, you don't have. Actually, in fairness, I'm gonna offer to buy him for less. He'll do for like a season as backup. Oh, 2 mil, come on, be nice to me. Thank you. Right, that's decent. I know he's 36, and he's only he's 80 rated. He's actually a lot higher rated than important. Fuck you, man. You're not going to be important. You can moan all you want all season. You know what? I'm going to give you a 2-year deal. Just cause. And I am going to accept that. And wages, 5 appearances and you get 6-7k. No, we're not made of money. We were, like, earlier today. Okay, so that's good. So number 12, what about 25? 25, beautiful. Right, now we can just put him on the bench. Yeah, I'm gonna put Leon on the bench. That said that my bench is done. All of these players down here I don't want, but they could come to the team. I don't know. Let me just check everything's good. Yes, it is. So now roles. Mario Gaspar is the captain. Morales, is he the best free kick taker? Vasquez isn't bad, but I'd say Morales. Long free kick, yeah. I'd say Tolisso. Penalties. Morales is actually one of the best. You know, Morales can take that. I think he's going to be like the Santi Cazorla of the team, just absolutely loved. Which will just be nice. Just be nice. But that team is sick. So what's going to happen now is, because we're on the game day, I'm not going to play this game. I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to start up another stream, and we're going to be playing the games then. But off camera, all I'm going to do is just edit players up. If they've got like dodgy coloured like gloves or something that look stupid, then I'll just get rid of them. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up the first stream. We have been going for about an hour and 20, which is about what I had expected. I can't wait for the season to start. We start our season against Real Sociedad, which obviously we bought Rulli from. We are at home, and then in just over a week's time we go away to Sevilla, and also in that episode we go up against Girona, we go against Leganes, and then we also play against Rangers at home in the group stage of the Europa League. I'm looking forward to that because it's my first experience of Europa League on this game, and it's against Rangers, so it's going to be fun. But yeah, guys, if you have enjoyed, please leave a like, rate, and subscribe if you're new, and until next time, goodbye.